Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is my Arabic grammar map. This is not a lesson, this is just going to be a brief tour. So let's take a look. Okay, Bismillah. First of all, we have the words. So we see here the speech is broken into three. So you have the fi'l, the ism, and the harf. And of course, the speech can also be looked at, for example, from kitaba and qira'ah, which we have covered. Okay, so first of all, we have the verb. So the verb consists of the mu'rab and the mabni. So the mu'rab, which changes according to grammar. And then you have the types of verbs which change and the types of verbs mabni which don't change. And of course, verbs can be broken into categories such as according to how many letters they have or if they have weak letters. Okay, then we have the ism, the noun. Okay, which are going to be either mu'rab or shibh mabni, because although it doesn't change, it stays in a position of that which changes, according to some grammarians, depending on who you study with. And then, so you have the mu'rab and all of the different categories, and of course the mushtaqat, which I think we've covered in sarf, the derived nouns. Okay, after the nouns, there we have the harf, which is all of them are mabni, and they have many different categories and according to their wadifa, according to their job, for example. And then you have adat, which could be from different categories, indicating upon questions or negation, etc. Okay, the next section is going to be the sentences. So from speech is then divided into words, and then to compound collection of those words, how they're broken up, which then divides into phrases and sentences. So these are a couple of the phrases, the structures there, according to i'rab. And of course the sentences, we have the jumla ismiya and the jumla fi'aliya, and of course the nawasikh. So for example, you have over here ism kana and akhawatiha, and her sisters. Then sentences can also be broken down into many different categories, such as if they're statements or questions. Okay, and then the main section of grammar, the focus is the i'rab, which is jazm, rafa and nasab, as we took in the ajrumiyya. And then first of all, we have the places for the nouns, which we have already listed here, but here we put them into a couple of columns. So you have rafa in this column, nasab in this column, and then jar over here. Then we have the verbs, and we have the adat of nasab and the adat of jazm. And of course, if there's no governors, then it will remain in the state of rafa, its natural case, its natural state. So for the verbs, they are reflected in the state of jazm and rafa and nasab according to their governors, depending on what type of verb they are and if they have weak letters, for example. Then we have the nouns, which are reflected in the state of rafa, nasab and jar, according to what type of noun they are, depends on how they reflect in each of those three different states. So that's a very brief overview of Arabic grammar. Please leave a comment down below if you think there should be anything added or if I have any mistakes. Thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum.